Have you ever suffered from regret? I have. A lot of times we just say, oh man, I wish I had just done that, All I had to do is X, Y, Z, to not lose something or experience a different kind of life or whatever it is, And this can actually be quite crippling when we're so attached to wanting things to be a certain way rather than the way they are. When we don't surrender to the fact that, oh yeah, there's big loss. Yeah, there's big loss. Surrender to the fact that there is. If you're resisting to the reality of what is, whatever that is, you magnify your suffering, you increase your pain. And the only way to find some sort of peace, inner peace, is to actually accept things as they are, not as you want them to be, but as they actually are in reality right now. And this might sound difficult because, if you've lost something really dear to you, really valuable to you, whether it's a relationship or a job or some, prosperity, wealth, situation, physical disability, whatever it is that you have experienced that kind of limits you in some way or diminished your lifestyle, accepting it may seem so difficult, right? It's like, how can you accept something that you've lost, in a situation which is really seen as negative, bad, terrible, whatever that you might label that. And the fact is, if you recognize that, and there's two, from a cognitive, from an intellectual perspective, you already lost something, right? And if you mourn over it even more, you're losing your peace of mind, your happiness, as on top of the loss you already had. So you're losing more by agonizing over the loss. So there's one aspect, is just to recognize that. Minimize your loss. Minimizing your loss by saying, you know what, okay, I lost that, but I don't want to lose any more of my happiness. So let me just accept things as they are and just move forward and see what I can do with what I have left. And there's an inner surrendering to what is as well, which is, it is what it is. Resisting reality just causes more suffering. Just like, what, it is what it is. Just really accepting it as it is. And then also going back saying, look, what can I do now to make things better? Whatever. If there is something I can do to make things better, what is that? Just asking yourself, inquiring within. So these could be quite helpful when you're suffering from some kind of regret and disappointment in life. So instead of thinking about the past and what it could have been, just thinking about now, it is what it is. And how can I move forward? How can I do things better? How can I maximize this? As well as, what was the learning? What did I learn? How did I grow? How I transcended the pain and the suffering, and how will I transcend the pain and suffering to get to a higher state of being? So that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I hope this video was useful, especially if you've gone through some loss and you're experiencing some regret and pain and suffering. Hope this was helpful to you. And I will talk to you next time. See you soon.